In the complex world of chess, material valuation is often more nuanced than simple point counts. Have you ever faced a decision where you had to consider sacrificing a rook for one or two minor pieces, and wondered if you were making the right choice? It is a common strategic dilemma that goes beyond just counting points. Generally speaking, a rook is considered to be worth roughly 5 pawns. A bishop or a knight is typically valued at 3 pawns. This means that a rook is theoretically worth slightly more than a single minor piece, but typically less than 2 minor pieces, which together would total 6 pawns. However, this general valuation is merely a starting point. The true value of a rook versus 1 or 2 minor pieces is heavily influenced by the nature of the position. Rooks tend to increase in value as the position opens up, especially with open files and ranks where they can exert long-range pressure and attack the opponent's king or weak pawns. Conversely, minor pieces, particularly knights, can be more effective in closed positions where their ability to jump over pieces and maneuver through complex pawn structures becomes invaluable. Bishops also gain power in open positions, especially if they operate on long diagonals without their path being blocked. To accurately assess the trade-off, you must carefully analyze several factors. Consider the activity of the pieces involved. An active minor piece can be more valuable than a passive rook, and vice versa. Evaluate the pawn structure. Are there open files for the rook, or is the position blocked, favoring the minor pieces? Think about king safety. Can the rook create immediate threats to the enemy king, or can minor pieces effectively defend their own? Also, look at the coordination possibilities. Sometimes 2 minor pieces work incredibly well together, forming a formidable attacking or defensive unit that a single rook struggles to contain. An important insight for intermediate players is the concept of dynamic factors versus static material. While the static material count gives a baseline, the dynamic potential of the pieces often dictates the real power balance. For example, a rook on an open 7th rank can be devastating, creating threats that outweigh its numerical value. Conversely, a knight on an outpost supported by pawns can be a strategic masterpiece, controlling key squares and restricting the opponent's pieces. Understanding these dynamic advantages is where the true mastery of material imbalance valuation lies, allowing you to move beyond simple arithmetic. Ultimately, recognizing when a rook is stronger than minor pieces, or vice versa, depends on your ability to evaluate the specific demands of the position. By considering factors like open lines, pawn structure, king safety, and piece coordination, you gain a powerful tool for making informed strategic decisions. This deeper understanding will help you seize opportunities and avoid pitfalls, significantly enhancing your overall chess performance.